in all of baseball. Next delivery is a called strike. 79 degrees here at game time. Very comfortable.
A little humid, though.
Yeah, a little humid, but, well, I guess coming from the Midwest, we should be careful what we ask for. Weatherholt having a great season. Takes a pitch. Must have been inside. They don't think so, though.
The catcher says a no ball.
I would have challenged that, too. Their catcher is Ohapi. And Ohapi says that was a strike, so we'll see if he's right.
Flinch. He just went right to the
head. That's Shane Leifensparger, the voice you're hearing. He's the home plate umpire today. Mark Ripperger is down at first. Dan Bellino, the crew chief, is at second, and it's Dexter Kelly at third. So the 1-2 delivery to Weatherholt is taken low, and we all agree on that this time. Soriano will throw a knuckle curve, which we just saw, and he has a 45% whiff rate on that pitch. 97 with the sinking fastball, and also throws a splitter. 2-2 pitch to Weatherholt is grounded to the right side, and that's the second baseman. Neto has it, and he throws out his counterpart, J.J. Weatherholt. Neto, by the way, having a good offensive season. He's a good young player. He's made 14 errors.
14.
So not a bad guy maybe to try to hit the ball to.
That's a lot.
It is. Well, we're told that by their...
maybe if he had his uniform pants set up a little differently, he'd be better off.
He looks comfortable.
It's a fashion mistake there, as far as I'm concerned.
Not your style?
No. You want to wear football pants, play football.
That's kind of what he looks like. I agree with you. He has some power. Over 20 home runs the last 3 years. There's a strike delivered to Ivan Herrera. Actually sitting at 19 homers this year. Neto, we're told, makes the great plays, but sometimes boots the easy one. Herrera swings and misses. Boy, the Cardinals booted an easy one in the final game in Phoenix, and that's the last we'll say about that, Claves.
I don't even remember it.
Oh, didn't happen.
I remember spending a pleasant evening in California.
0-2 pitch is fouled off to the right by the Cardinal All-Star, Ivan Herrera, who's from Panama. Delightful guy to be around. And he was 3 for 6 yesterday. The Cardinals had 3 batters with 3 hits in the same game and lost. But we don't remember that game. The 0-2 pitch is outside. Just try to remember the good things.
Well, that was as good as it was going to get. You stranded 13 runners. And I'm done talking about it.
Well, let's talk about this ballpark. I mentioned it's the 4th oldest. Fenway's the oldest. Wrigley's 2nd. Dodger Stadium, of course, is 3rd. And Angel Stadium, the 4th. The next pitch is swung on and missed. He strikes out Herrera. Again, Soriano can get a fair number of strikeouts and ground ball outs. He's a power guy and hasn't been pitching well lately, but again, had that good start you mentioned. When the game is on the line, call the closer. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com. Morgan & Morgan, proud partner of your St. Louis Cardinals. Nice crowd on hand here, and folks are still filing in. As Burley takes his plate appearance and takes a pitch low. Again, that was close.
I like the at-bats he took yesterday. Not just the 3 hits, but up the middle, not trying to pull anything, just really making good contact.
The 1-0 pitch from Soriano's hit up the middle, and it's backhanded by Neto. That was smooth, and so was the throw. So he gets his man. The Cardinals go quietly 1-2-3 in the top of the first, and the Angels are coming to bat here in Anaheim, scoreless game.
Inspired by eras of greatness, One Cardinal Way invites you to step into legendary living this season. Your game day experience starts at home with luxury studio, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and penthouse apartments overlooking Busch Stadium.
In this game, you've got to keep your eye on the ball, but it's harder than it looks.
A Little League error there gives Jackson an extra 90 feet.
The action has defied all prediction.
And, he tried to put it back in the glove. Oh, that's a great move.
What just happened? You can never be sure of anything in this strange game of baseball.
I think he hit the hole that hole, the netting.
And speaking of strange things,
Geraldo Perdomo darts out of the dugout, cuts off Mr. Red and Rosie Red.
Curveball got away.
That pitcher takes his eye off the ball.
From flubs to flair, let's check out some fine fielding affairs.
He did it again!
Junior dive.
waves like Superman.
Oh, robbed by Marcy in center.
Going, man, you're gone.
Onto the warning track, makes the over-the-shoulder grab.
Nunez from the shortstop side of the bag. Pops up and throws out Bobby Witt.
Set it to left center, Jake Myers. What a catch.
How about that?
From the Wizard and Willie to Albert, Yachty, Uncle Charlie, and well beyond. Their careers define our pages. Treat yourself or a friend to a subscription today at cardinals.com/magazine. Cardinals Magazine, past, present, and future, it's all here.
We go to the bottom of the first inning, scoreless game, and it's time for Kyle Leahy to start throwing pitches. And he has been outstanding. His last 4 starts, 2-0. With a 0.47 ERA. Last start was shortened because of rain. He was up against Chris Sale, went 3 innings, and he was sailing right along.
He really had a good outing, and the rain rolled in and shortened his night, but he's given up 1 run in his last 4 starts.
He's been terrific. A couple of strikeouts, no hits in there, 1 hit, no runs in that game. And here he goes with the first pitch today, and it's a swing and a miss as he went to the top of the zone to Zach Neto, who will hit the home run, as we mentioned. He has 19 of them and 46 RBIs.
Too.
He'll strike out a ton, 137 times. Next pitch to Neto. He crowds the plate big time, and he fouls that one off to the right side, kind of behind home plate, and the fan can't quite make that play. But an 0-2 count for Leahy, who's making his 19th start of the year. He's a 6'5", 29-year-old right-hander. And he is from the state of Colorado. Next pitch is taken high, working with Jimmy Crooks here today. Cardinals have Jordan and Wynn on the left side of the infield, Weatherholt and Burleson on the right side. Their outfield's pretty deep right now with Nootbaar, Church, and Walker from left to right. Leahy listens for the sign and goes into the windup. The 1-2 pitch is a little bit low. No, he called him out, but Neto doesn't believe it either.
The batter's challenging the call of strike.
We've already had a successful challenge for the Angels, and
you're out.
Now we have an unsuccessful one.
The call is confirmed. Los Angeles has 1 challenge remaining.
So Neto strikes out for the 138th time, and a good start.
He leads the American League, by the way, in strikeout.
Yes, he does. He doesn't lead baseball, so he's got that going for him. Kyle Schwarber has the most strikeouts in baseball, but he's working on it. But both of them do a lot of damage. And speaking of damage, the man at the plate is Mike Trout, 3-time most valuable player. He takes strike 1 from Leahy. 3-time MVP, 3 times he has hit 40 or more home runs, 16th year in the big leagues, and he's 6 for his last 19. Next pitch to him is outside. Ran into a J.J. Weatherholt at the hotel today and asked him if he'd ever been to this ballpark, and he said, I've really never been anywhere near here. And as the next delivery is taken low, and I said, well, I think you'll like the ballpark. It's an old ballpark, but it's big and it's fun. It's got beautiful sight lines. He said, it's going to be a good ballpark because I'm going to get to see Mike Trout. That's what he told me.
You like that?
I love that. Check swing, and it is a swing on the appeal, according to Mark Ripperger. But that, to me, that's a player that respects greatness in the game, because Trout certainly has been great. Now, he's not fully that player right now, hitting .235, but still dangerous, has 18 big flies. Deep in the box, next pitch is low from Leahy. That was the changeup.
This is a ballpark I think you would like. 350 down the line in right field.
I love
347
that.
down the line in left field.
And a fair amount of foul territory.
A whole lot.
3-2 pitch is grounded towards second. Weatherholt not only gets to see Mike Trout.
I threw him out.
He just threw him out. Exactly. That's 2 outs for Leahy, and he'll face Nolan Shanuel in a game brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser and enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. Shanuel is one of the hotter hitters right now in their lineup. He's 13 for his last 27, and that covers 7 games. He bats from the left side. Not a lot of lefties in this lineup for the Angels. First pitch outside. Ball one, and Leahy thought that might have caught the corner. And he was right. But no appeal. The 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. Boy, took something off of that slider. That was a slider that was actually a little slower than we're used to seeing it.
Yes.
And pitchers will do that every once in a while. They're tricky. The 1-1 pitch is fouled back. He climbed the ladder on Sean Noel.
You know, one of the things about Leahy this year, this being the first year as a starter in the big leagues, I like his sequencing. I mean, he doesn't fall in love with one pitch. He tries to show you just enough, but also doesn't show you too much the next time around.
He has an idea, doesn't
he? Yes.
And we say that about McGreevy all the time, but I think Kyle does too. Stands tall and delivers the next pitch, and that's low for a ball. Changeup missing off the plate, so a 2-2 count. So I mentioned the fourth oldest ballpark, and there's a lot of history here. We were treated to a really nice video.
Fascinated by the history of the players who've been here.
2-2 pitches, grounded to second. It's Weatherholt again, picks the right hop and throws him out. So a 1-2-3 inning for both starting pitchers today. We're off to the top of the second inning. Cardinals nothing, Angels nothing.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
There's so much history right here, and when I put it on, and it's so light, it just feels just right. It feels just right. I mean, look at this. It got the city on it. When I was 7 years old, my uncle takes me where? To Shea Stadium. Darryl Strawberry hits a home run, and I become a fan for life.
Wow, it's like an Academy Award came to life. How long do you think that took to get ready?
You know, it's really not fun facing a guy with that kind of stuff, I'll just tell you that.
Presented without comment.
It's a raft, it's got an outboard motor, it's got a little barbecue, and it's got a hot tub. Look at that. I mean, come on. American ingenuity. That is living.
What else can go wrong here? Where are the Angels in the outfield? They're everywhere.
Interesting round of applause. Here's some boos even for Jordan Walker. And you don't boo nobodies, right?
That's correct.
First pitch to him is taken for a strike. Mentioned the video clips that we saw during the pregame show, and it had a wonderful history of this Angels organization. About 5 minutes long. The next pitch is hit hard to left field, backing up and over the head of the left fielder, Grissom into the wall. Walker racing into second base, the head first slide, and he's in with a double. That ball was crushed.
Lowe took one step in and realized it was an uh-oh moment, and that ball sailed over his head, and it's lucky it stayed in the ballpark. I mean, he hit it 390 in a power alley.
That was hit right on the screws. Well done for Jordan Walker. And now he's in scoring position for Lars Nootbaar. The Cardinals trying to score first. Who in that video did kind of, oh, I forgot he was an Angel. And there's
so many guys.
I mean, Don Baylor, Don Sutton.
Mike Witt. I mean, you know, we know about Nolan Ryan, Rodney Carew.
Bobby Gritch.
They have a very rich tradition.
Jimmy Edmonds.
Yes.
There's the strike delivered at the knees. Of course, David Eckstein was featured in it. He was part of that 2002 World Series championship team. And the video ended as Newbar faces a one-strike count. Soriano checks her runner at second, delivers home and outside. The video ended poignantly with a shot of Garrett Anderson, who the Angel family lost about 3 months ago. A young guy and one of their Hall of Famers, one of their 15 Hall of Famers.
Talking to Benji Molina about him. He was a teammate who attended the service.
There's a line drive to left field. That's a base hit. Walker's going to be held at third as the throw comes in to the cutoff man. Newbar delivers and again went the other way with a pitch. I like seeing him do that.
I think with a guy like Soriano, trying to pull him, you're just going to hit it on the ground. You just have to go the other way or try to. And the pitch that Walker hit, he hung it out there for Walker. Normally that ball is hit into the ground, but with Newt's situation, he didn't try and do a lot with it. He just went the other way, and he was rewarded with a hit. I like to see, you're right, I'd like to see him do more of that.
And it's Mason Wynn at the plate. Garrett Anderson, by the way, all the Angels are wearing a GA patch on their jersey, as the first pitch to Mason Wynn is a called strike in honor of Garrett Anderson. And I have talked to Jim Edmonds about him. I have talked to Benji, as you mentioned, David Eckstein. They cannot say enough positive things about the impact that the late Garrett Anderson had on their life, on their team. Just a perfect teammate. Mason Wynn swings at a pitch and swings through it, and he's 0-2. Wynn hitting .243, has 42 RBIs. That kind of surprises me every time I see that number. He's not that far behind the big guys. He has more than Herrera, more than Weatherholt.
He goes through stretches where he gets them in bunches. Saw that on Friday night. If he starts going the other way a little bit more, he will load up on that total.
Infield is back. The count's 0-2. He just needs to put the ball in play to get an RBI here. Long pause, and the pitch is a little bit low. So our home plate umpire, Shane Leibensbarger, just a word to the wise, he is really slow raising that right hand. Yes. Many umpires are now, and they think about it a little longer.
They even tap themselves on the top of their head.
They do. 1-2 pitch to Win is low. 2-2. The dimensions here at this ballpark, 347. You mentioned I'd love to pitch here. 347 down the left field line. It's 390 in deep left field, 396 straightaway center field, but 350 down the right field line. Love it. Gotta love it. Breaking ball is swung on and missed. He strikes out Mason Wynn. And before Nathan Church bats, let's pause for station identification. You're listening to the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. That brings in Nathan Church, who is 0 for his last 30. And he fouls the first pitch off. Sometimes the best thing to do is swing at that first pitch and not get too far behind. I couldn't read my own writing. I wrote 390 in left field, and I thought I must have written that wrong. It must be 370, and it is 390.
Well, I took the binoculars out. I was like, I wanted to make sure I was seeing
it's
the
a
right
long way away. The one-strike pitch to Church is fouled off to the left, so he is 0-2 again.
Well, you mentioned him swinging at that first pitch. Not the best situation for him. He's hitting 113 swinging at the first pitch.
And that is so unusual because everybody else in baseball is good at swinging at the first pitch. I mean, most are. And that maybe tells me he's over-anxious.
He hasn't lost his spirit talking to him today. It's one of those things you go through. But once he gets his first one, he'll be okay.
Love that to be right now. Facing an 0-2 count. The pitch to Church is hit into right field for a base hit. He takes advantage of that pitch, drives it into right, breaks the 0 for 30, and he gets the Cardinals on the board. They're rowing for him. They're waving at him. They are so pumped for Nathan Church, and he's all smiles right now. 1-0 Cardinals.
He might want to take that ball out of play. Take it back to the room.
You know, old school guys used to do that. They would ask for the ball. Veterans, you got 0 for a month or whatever. Can I have that ball, please? You can't lose your sense of humor in this game or you are done.
He spanked that one.
Yeah, he did.
Turned on that pitch.
Blaze Jordan at the plate. and he grounds that one hard to third, and it eats up the third baseman. His only play is at first, and he throws out Jimmy Crooks, but another run scores. That was a tailor-made double play. Guzman booted it. He didn't panic, however, stayed with it, and he's a really slick fielder down there at third, but the Cardinals get a break there as Nootbaar scores, and they've scored twice here in the top of the second inning.
Good ball clubs get out in front. Good play by Guzman. You're right. He kept it in front of him, did not panic. Jordan not the fastest runner, so he had a little time, and he got him.
Jimmy Crooks at the plate. Takes strike one. Wednesday, July 29th is Marvel Superhero Night. Fans with a theme ticket will take home an exclusive Cardinals-themed Spider-Man bobblehead to add to your collection. Tickets, details, cardinals.com/theme. Got to have one of those, Clay.
Oh, everyone should.
Swing and a miss by Crooks, who celebrated a birthday yesterday. So on his birthday eve, he had a home run 443 feet. Got to rest yesterday on his birthday. Now he's back at it again. That was a blast he hit.
It was
in Phoenix.
One of the more memorable ones we've seen on the road from a Cardinal.
Well, one more memorable for him for sure. 0-2 pitch, runner in scoring position, and he swings through a fastball and strikes out. That's 3 strikeouts for Soriano, but the damage done. The Cardinals pick up 2 runs on 3 hits, and it was Nathan Church coming through with a big RBI. Nootbaar had one as well, and the Cardinals lead 2-0 going to the bottom of the second.
Your days are busy, but your nutrition doesn't have to be. Hi, I'm Brian, a Missouri dairy farmer. One simple choice gives you
I'm helping these kids be the best versions of themselves, and I'm also representing like where I came from. And then the Zilla team, I was working with a creative guy that was with Nike. I work with my best friend who manages this team with me, and we kind of just like put together like what we think would look cool. We went like Godzilla theme. You kind of get to help them grow up into a young man and help them just make the right steps forward, and that's really why I started it, to have impact.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Big time slump. 19 punch-outs in his last 13 games. And he takes strike one from Kyle Leahy. 2-0 Cardinals, a nice top of the second inning. RBIs from Church and Blaze Jordan. He got his RBI on the ground ball to a third. But Church delivers a big hit, 2-0 Cardinals, as Leahy misses outside just off the plate. 1-1 on Soler, who's always been a good power guy, but hitting just 206 this year.
Yeah, the strikeouts have really started to follow him in his career. He signed a big contract to come out to Anaheim.
Off-speed pitch misses outside to Soler.
Started with the Cubs, and we used to see a lot of him. As you mentioned, he had really good power, but they started throwing him in the breaking ball, and he became a mere mortal.
He went to the Braves. He helped them, and he's kind of one of those guys that could turn it on any minute. There's a slider for a strike. That could be an interesting pickup for some team that's looking for right-handed pop.
He's been around a little bit. He's 34 years old, from Havana, Cuba. So he knows the drill.
43 RBIs for him. That pitch is low. And the count goes full on Soler. He'll be followed by Vaughn Grissom and Josh Lowe. Wind and the pitch, and that swung on and missed. He struck him out. So you can add that strikeout to his list. 104 for Jorge Soler, and Vaughn Grissom will bat.
Well, you know, you look at some of the teams that we faced over the course of the season, and they'll have 2 or 3 guys with at least 100 strikeouts. And you look at the Cardinals, and that's the one thing that I think is more noticeable than anything is the fact they just don't strike out as much as they used to.
Strike one delivered from Leahy, and that strikeout doesn't really get you anything, does it?
No, it
doesn't.
doesn't.
Move runners?
No.
You help out the pitcher, all kinds of things. There's a softly hit ball right at Leahy. He lets it go, and it's Weatherholt
broke a bat
that
there,
throws
too.
him out. And oh my goodness, did he ever. He broke a bat, and that means another tree gets planted by Focal Point and Cardinals Care, thanks to Kyle Leahy getting in the kitchen of Vaughn Grissom. So he's out 4-3. That's 5 straight retired by Leahy. If you're a Cardinal fan, you know there's nothing like baseball in St. Louis, and nothing beats 60-cent sippers at On the Run the day after the Cardinals score 6. Well, you know, they scored 6. Well, we're not talking about it. I hear they scored 6
There's a rumor to that effect.
Yep, I think that happened. So it is Leahy delivering now to the left-handed batting Josh Lowe. So he spells his name just like Brandon Lau. And they're both from Virginia, not far from each other in Virginia, and obviously not related. There's a ground ball to second that had a little snake to it, but it's handled by Weatherholt, who was kind of looking around like, did you all see that? I saw it. It was moving crazy. He's asking Mason Wynn about that right now, but it's an out. 4-3, thankfully. And really good work so far for Kyle Leahy. Talking about good work, Mike Claiborne's going to have the top of the third, 2-0 Cardinals.
Hear ye, gather around for some of the week's wildest plays.
It's only going to hurt for a second, Brandon.
And it drops between 4 twins.
I shall not drop the ball. Well, don't believe that.
Just clanked off his glove.
Whoa, was that an eephus?
He didn't even see it. It almost clipped him.
A fantastic finish.
Far slip and then took this ball off the top of the helmet.
Some just don't know how to catch them.
The throw drills him right in the back, though.
Others don't know where to catch them.
Often met right cheek.
And feast your eyes on these fantastic fielders.
Oh, my goodness, what a diving catch.
And leaping lizards, great plays in the outfield.
What a grab by Tristan Peters.
He made the catch. Oh, what a play. You can't get much higher than this.
Krauser takes away another. Crowder makes the catch. Oh, my, what a play by Tyro Taylor.
How about that?
Taken out of the game as a pitcher, but the Ohtani rule allows him to stay in as the DH. Ohtani, did he? Ohtani has done it again! His 3rd home run! An all-time game for an all-time player. 3 homers. He makes it 5-0.
114 off the bat, and this one only 427.
It's the opposite way.
Yeah, he's alive. He's back.
Top of the third we go here in Anaheim, and it happens to be the top of the order for the Cardinals. That's J.J. Weatherholt, who leads off the inning. He grounded out his first time up. Soriano has his location. Here's his pitch. Outside for a ball. Soriano has 3 ground outs, and he also has 3 strikeouts. That counts for the 6 outs he's been able to record so far.
That's what he does.
Another one on the way to Weatherholt, and that's a called strike on the inside corner.
65% ground ball rate last season, and he was the best in all of baseball. We were noticing his numbers because Andre Palante and he were kind of about the same. Palante was leading the National League, Soriano the American League.
Another pitch to J.J. pops this one foul up above our broadcast position to the left of our spot.
You mentioned the football pants. Their shortstop, Zach Neto, and their second baseman, Josh Lowe, kind of have the same look, don't they?
They look like cornerbacks.
They do. They run well.
I don't know if they can tackle, but now time is called pitch clock violation on the pitcher.
We'll take that.
So now JJ has a 2-ball, 2-strike count.
The pitcher committed a violation. The count is now 2-2.
Thank you.
He didn't have to tell everybody that, did he?
Well, we kind of got an idea. Another pitch to JJ. That's inside for ball. PA system is kind of hard to hear.
From where we sit, it is. The speakers do not kind of triangulate right to where we're sitting, and it is a little Charlie Brownish.
We're kind of going to say what? As JJ draws a leadoff walk.
He has such a good idea of the plate, doesn't he?
For a young man who's seeing his first year of big league pitching, I think there are two things that stand out. A, his fielding skills are vastly underrated.
Yes.
But the way he works a pitcher, doesn't swing out of his comfort zone, and will spit on a pitch if he doesn't think it's something he can handle. Ivan Herrera stands in. Herrera struck out his first time. Now a throw over to first. JJ goes back in hand first.
And think about the fact that he just got an 8-year contract worth a lot of money, but I would say it's going to be a good deal at the end for the Cardinals if he's the player that everybody thinks he is. But I don't think he's the type that will phase.
I agree with you. This pitch is low for a ball to Herrera. Yeah, he just seems like such a well-grounded person in the time we've gotten a chance to know him, and really is a student of the game. Very, very popular amongst his teammates, and finds a way to blend in. Another pitch to Herrera. Breaking ball, a good one that Herrera could not pull the trigger on. It's a called strike. Ivan kind of shaking his head, saying, that was the one I needed. So let's see what he can do with this next pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike, runner at first, nobody out. Top of the third, Cardinals on top, 2-0. Another good breaking ball that Ivan doesn't pull the trigger on. Not sure if he's not picking it up, but that's a pitch he normally drives to right field. So now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Soriano comes to the plate. Check swing. Did he go around? They say no.
Claves, I'm looking at the infield at right side and left side, and there's a pattern that they have where it's kind of a cross pattern, and I wonder if the way that was cut created that little snake-like ground ball that was hit to Weatherholt. San Diego used to be like that.
Another pitch to Herrera. That's low for a ball, so he's run the count to 3-2.
You learn that shagging in San Diego the first time you go there at old Jack Murphy Stadium. The way they cut the grass, it wouldn't roll straight to you. It would kind of just go back and forth. Again, snake-like. And you could see errors by outfielders if you weren't paying attention. I think that's what JJ was noticing.
Soriano, runner going, swing and a miss, and down on strikes he goes. The runner is safe at second. So a strikeout and a stolen base. Looks like they were trying to go hit and run once again with Herrera, and Herrera just didn't pick it up, so he's down strikes for the second time, but the Cardinals have a runner now in scoring position. There's some outfielders that I've known that hate it when teams start cutting different patterns in the outfield grass.
Yeah.
And it just drives them crazy, and the way this is set up, it looks like you get a pretty true hop in the outfield, but the infield, you're right, the way it's a little bit of a checkerboard right on the edge of the grass.
Beautiful ballpark. Beautiful view here, and the grass looks great. Everything about this ballpark is really fun, but I just wonder if that's what's going on.
Soriano checks Weatherholt at second. The pitch is hit by Burley. The third baseman comes up with it, looks Weatherholt back, and Burley is out 5-3.
It was not the best of throws by Guzman. He kind of goosed it over there.
I don't think he got a real firm grip on it because he was looking at Weatherholt, and he was lucky that he was able to feel that because it wasn't hit that hard. So there are 2 out now with runners in scoring position. That brings up Jordan Walker, who doubled his first time up. And I mean double. He hit one off the left field wall. Let's see what he can do with a runner in scoring position. By the way, he's hitting .336 with runners in scoring position. First pitch he sees is inside for a ball.
So confident right now at the plate. So together.
And to take it one step further, he's hitting .349 with 2 out with runners in scoring position. Go ahead, make my day here. And he grounds one to the shortstop. Be careful here. Neto up, over, and out. Cardinals strand the runner. We go to the bottom of the third. Redbirds on top, 2-0.
You could see a lot of different characters at the ballpark, and this week brought out some of the best.
I just hope that whatever was going on with that hot dog, that dog now owned that hot dog.
I have not seen a cup on the bottom of a spike.
This is more of a hand grenade than it was a throw toward second.
Osuna hits one into the cone.
So look up and look out.
That bat exploded, and the Mariners haven't blown it up.
Florida man's a real thing, Wayne. Tarps off. Freebird time at Busch.
Fantastic entertainment.
Hats off and shirts off for the top defensive plays of the week.
Towards the side rail, he crashes into the wall, and he made the catch!
Another stop by Peraza, throw from his back, and he got it!
Now, look if you dare, I shall not drop the ball.
Church is gonna make a diving catch!
Holy smokes, what a catch by Julio Rodriguez.
Into the dugout, flips into the dugout. Did he hold on? He did.
How about that?
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, is the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
And he was on every highlight at the beginning of the season. He made some spectacular catches. It's cooled off just a little bit.
Has not had a hit in 24 plate appearances.
Wide stance in the box from the right side. His first pitch he sees is a called strike. Graybar is your electrical data and comm distributor, helping to power, connect, and maintain your operation.
Yep.
Graybar does that. As Kyle Leahy has a strike up on Adele. Another pitch. Did he go? No. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. As Ricky mentioned, Adele's in a little bit of a slump right now.
And we don't have to say that about Nathan Church anymore, do we?
No, Nathan Church got the monkey off his back. There's a called strike.
He's 1 for his last 1.
That's all that counts. We're just worried about what's ahead of us. Now Adele calls time just to collect himself. He was a guy, when they brought him up, they thought a lot of him, and they thought he was going to be a player they can build around. But when you look at some of the guys they've had a chance to build around a lot of people. As Adele turns on a pitch and fouls it into the Angel dugout, and I think he may have broke his bat.
Oh, he did. Well, you know what that means.
We're some tree planting folks
tonight. We're going to do some tree planting. That broken bat. The tree gets planted by Focal Point and Cardinals Care. We got a forest going here.
Now Adele wants either another bat or maybe he wants to. Yeah, they gave him the wrong bat, so he's got a second bat.
So Leahy's calling his own pitch again. He's going to the pitch comm on his hip. He's hit his own button. I noticed he was doing that his last outing. I think he's doing that more and more. That's another good sign along the lines of what you said, Claibs, of he's got a good idea of what he wants to do.
Yeah, and, I think for him, and Jimmy Crooks is still trying to learn the National League. Leahy's been around a little bit. And if he doesn't know himself, who does? Another pitch to Adele, and he hits a long one to left field, way back at the track. See you later. Gone. Joe Adele with a leadoff home run. That cuts the Cardinal lead to 2-1.
Sometimes you have the right pitch selection and you just don't throw it right.
Well,
and I think that's what happened there.
I think Dell said, you know what? I needed my home run back.
Well, I'm glad they found the right bat.
He hung one, and Joe Adell timed it perfectly and hit it deep into the bullpen.
Hanging curveballs often equal home runs.
So that brings in Densner Guzman. Guzman sees the first pitch strike. That got the crowd revved up.
Sure did. Got the lead in half, too.
Another pitch to Guzman. Check swing. Did he go around? They say no. And a few pigeons that decided to attend the ball game tonight. It was a giveaway, a backpack giveaway tonight for all the kids that are about to start school again. As Guzman pops one up in the foul territory, Burley gives chase, as does Walker, but it goes about 8 rows back.
You do have to pay attention. I mentioned this earlier. There's a little bit more room down the lines. A lot of the new ballparks, you just basically, the stands kind of go along the foul line in both the right field corner and left field. But like for the third baseman and the first baseman, you've got some space, and especially the catcher behind home plate.
Oh, yeah, plenty of space, especially if you let one get away. Another pitch from Leahy, and it's low for a ball. And our broadcast position is one where foul balls have been known to find their way here.
Well, thank you for the warning.
Especially for the left-handed hitters. Another pitch on the way, ground ball, foul down the third baseline. That's Guzman with a 2-2 count. New supply of baseballs ushered out by the bat boy to home plate umpire Sean Levensberger.
This third baseman, Guzman, is only 22 years of age. He looks young. He looks 22. Max.
Next pitch on the way. There's another tapper foul toward the dugout of the Angels.
Got his feet wet last year in the big leagues, hitting just 190, but they like this player.
He stands back in, balanced stance in the box, holds the bat low. Leahy goes into his windup. Here's his pitch. Another pitch is fouled out of play. Edward Jones, the financial advisors, are there for the moments that matter. Let them help you find your rich and build a game plan to get you there. EdwardJones.com, member SIPC. So a 2-2 count to Guzman. He swings and fouls one straight back. He was on that pitch. 95 miles an hour from Kyle Leahy. He got away with one there.
By the way, there's a guy they have on their bench, and I do not want to say his name, because if I say his name, my phone will start talking to me. You remember that happening?
I do.
It happened with me.
It happened to me earlier today.
Yeah.
There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Mason Wynn's going to have to hurry up, over, out. And that was close.
Wow.
I think Mason Wynn might be the only shortstop that can make that play.
I think you're right. And that was one you couldn't charge anymore. It is what it is. It was not hit hard at all. And he was playing deep enough that he had a long way to get to it. So he was just going to have to let it eat once he was able to transfer it from glove to hand. And he did exactly that and just barely got Guzman.
Logan O'Hoppe stands in. He's the catcher for the Angels tonight. Right-handed hitter, sees the first pitch and pops it up. On the infield, Burley calls off everybody. He's near the mound, and he makes the one-handed catch for the out.
So the guy they have on their bench, Claves, his name is Jose what?
Siri. And it just activated.
It did that earlier. Your phone started talking to us. We're like, what's going on?
We're having a conversation, and then she butts in.
And I said, she did.
All right, that brings up Zach Neto. Neto struck out to start the game off for the Angels. He leads the American League in strikeouts. Bats on the right side, up in the box. Wide stance, waits on the first pitch and tried to jump on it and fouled it straight back. One thing about Neto, he does not get cheated on his swing. Now, when you were playing and they had kangaroo court, would this be a violation, the uniform?
No, that's what George Kissel wanted. I mean, that's what the Cardinals in the minor leagues were always searching for. That look right there, which I don't particularly like.
With the pants
over
the knees?
Oh, yeah. You got to show all the stripes.
Well, there's a lot of ways you can show all his strikes, but I don't need to see.
You don't need to see thigh.
It's about a quarter inch below his quads.
Yeah, I think you're probably right about that. Not a fan.
Next pitch on the way to Neto, and it's low for a ball.
Here's the deal about Kangaroo Court. It's kind of like, this guy's hitting 20 home runs a year for us. If he wants,
if that's what it takes.
Yeah, I mean, some guys get a little preferential treatment in court.
Put him in a 2-2.
I'm not saying it's right.
He's hit 20 home runs. That's fine with me. Another pitch to Neto, and he pops this one up. And this is going to go out of play behind home plate.
But there's Crooks giving it a look.
Gives it a look. It goes about 5 rows back. Kirk Suzuki is the manager here with the Angels. I thought he was a very good player when he played. He used to wear the Cardinals out as a catcher with the Washington Nationals, moved around a little bit. And they gave him a 1-year deal because the general manager was in the final year of his deal. And apparently he's outlasted the general manager.
Yes,
another one is on the way to Neto, and it's in the dirt.
Of course, the official title still, we're talking to Mark Langston, who's been a longtime broadcaster, a great pitcher during my era.
Really good pitcher.
And he said that, they have not really changed the interim tag yet. That's still kind of, wait and see how that goes. But that's what Mo's operating under now. But, again, we'll wait and see.
Another one on the way to Neto, and he grounds this one foul into the dugout of the Angels. I have a few candidates if Mo needs some candidates for the general manager job.
I bet he's thought about it a little bit already, wouldn't you?
I would think so. Another one on the way to Neto, another foul ball. So Neto is making contact, but nothing in fair territory.
Saw Mo talking with Pop Warner. Saw him have a big hug with Ollie Marmol just in front of the Cardinals dugout, and just happy for him. I know he loves the game, and St. Louis indebted in a lot of ways to Mo.
Neto with a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. So he finally got the pitch he could handle, and he was able to drive it up the middle for a 2-out single. And that'll bring up Mike Trout.
The Angels don't run a lot, but Neto's the guy that runs the most.
He's stolen 13 bases, caught 9 times. That wouldn't be the necessary base stealing percentage that you'd like to have.
No.
And Jimmy Crooks is looking to throw out his first run of the season. Neto already has a big lead from first. As Leahy, pitching from the stretch, comes to the plate. Good pitch, but it's high to Mike Trout. Trout, so far on the season, has hit 18 home runs. He's driven in 39.
And he is walking a ton.
He is. He gets a lot of respect these days. Another one on the way to Trout, and he pops this one up in the foul territory. Burleson gives chase near the Cardinal dugout, and it's in the 3rd row behind the Redbird dugout.
70 walks for Trout is good enough for 3rd in the American League.
He said he's been in the league 17 years?
Parts of 17, yes. 15 full, 1 part, and this 1 part.
You have to wonder what this career would look like had the injury bug not bit him so much. Because the pitch is high for a ball. I mean, the 3 MVPs, he's done virtually everything. He hasn't been on a World Series team yet. But, he's put up some very impressive numbers over the course of his career. As Neto gets a longer lead. Leahy comes to the plate. Strike call.
Wow, that was nasty. That's the curveball he wanted to throw to Adele.
Well, now Trout has seen it, so he'll be on guard now for it. 2 out in the inning. Runner at first. 2-1 is our score. Cardinals. Now throw over to first, and Neto goes in hand first safely. Are they saying nude or are they booing?
I think they're booing.
Okay. You never know on the road.
They don't boo nobodies, but they do boo pitchers that throw to first base. Can we get that on the T-shirt? Too late.
No, it's never too late. Another pitch to Trout, and he fouls this one down the right field line. A little late on that pitch. He got that one up there in a hurry at 94 miles an hour.
And the T-shirt we're talking about is a giveaway on Friday, the 24th of July. 15,000 fans ages 13 and over get the Home Run Derby champ, Jordan Walker, shirt. And Jordan's going to be honored that night on Friday. So come on out to the ballpark. Get that T-shirt. Enjoy Cardinal baseball.
2-2 count in the dirt for a full count now.
And the Home Run Derby Championship trophy will be on display at Busch Stadium on top of that.
I've never seen one of those.
I have not either.
So I'm looking forward to seeing that. As Mike Trout now with a full count, 2 out, runner at first. He'll be going on the pitch. Leahy's on the way with the pitch. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes he goes to end the inning. Well, the Angels come back to score 1. They also have a hit in the inning. They leave a runner. We go to the top of the 4th. Cardinals on top, 2-1.
A friend is someone who knows where you came from. Someone who always shows up when you need them. Someone who's there for the good times.
The beauty of this jersey is the feel, the texture, the thin, the stitching is heavy, so you kind of feel that jersey that was very heavy. Check it out, the last name and the number, they have a little glitter on them, so they kind of stack up. It just feels right. I had some really cool cleats to go with it. The way it gets dirty when you slide, it just kind of like rubs off on that glitter. It's really, really cool.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Breaking ball lined into the gap in right center and in for a hit.
And that was a botch of what should have been a single.
It sure was.
Went right off the heel of Teoscar Hernandez's glove when he boxed it.
I mean, Torkelson threw a BB overhand. He couldn't catch it.
How about that? First ball to the rookie making his major league debut. He loses it in the sun.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados. Con
Anaheim, where the Cardinals take on the Angels, the Redbirds lead 2-1. Lars Nootbaar will lead things off. Lars had a single. He eventually came around to score the second run for the Cardinals this evening. Good to see him get off on the right foot. 4 walks yesterday. So let's see what he can do with seeing Jose Soriano for the second time tonight.
I'd like to see that same approach going the other way.
Soriano's first pitch is on the way, and it's outside for a ball. Nice crowd on hand. Very comfortable tonight. The humidity is down a little bit. Another pitch to Lars, and it's a strike right down the middle. A lot of space in this ballpark. They have the rocks and the waterfall.
Yeah. That's a big batter's eye, isn't it?
It is truly.
There's a lot of real estate out there.
Creativity in this ballpark, especially for it being as old as it is. Another pitch is inside to Lars Nootbaar.
Yeah, so they have a rock formation out there in deep left center field, and then just grass that elevates up to where some more seats are in the deep right center.
Another pitch just called strike to Lars. So Lars has yet to swing the bat. He finds himself with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. He'll be followed by Mason Wynn and Nathan Church, who has an RBI single tonight. Soriano comes to the plate. The pitch has popped up foul out of play.
Their retired numbers are just below the scoreboard in right field, and the numbers are 11, 26, 29, 30, 42, and 50. Of course, 42 is retired by everybody, but for Jackie Robinson. But the 5 Angels that are up there, we'll tell you about them as we move along this series.
Next pitch to Nootbaar. Swing, and he pops this one down the left field line. Long run for low, but it's well out of play.
I'm going to start with the first number 11, Jim Fregosi, who is a Cardinal minor league manager, longtime big leaguer. He
had a real impact on you.
He had a personal impact on me. Was just a great man of baseball, longtime a scout after managed for several teams in the big leagues, and we lost him too young. But he's in their Hall of Fame, and he, again, one of 5 numbers that are retired here. Coached, actually was the manager of Louisville when John and I met, and I was playing in Louisville, and John was broadcasting.
Newbar with a full count, pitch on the way, ground ball to the shortstop. Neto comes up, he's over, out. We owe you a station break along the line, and we'll give it to you now on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. Mason Wynn stands in. Mason was the second strikeout victim for Jose Soriano in the second inning. Mason hitting .242 on the season. He's driven in 42 runs. First pitch he sees, he swings through it. Good pitch by Soriano. Threw him a four-seamer up in his eyes, and Mason took the bait. Soriano's next pitch on the way. Call strike 2, so Mason quickly finds himself in the hole, 0-2.
Part of the reason for our info on Angels history, the Cardinals are only 14-13 all time against the Angels, so we don't see them much.
We don't. Pop up, right field by Mason Wynn. Joe Adell is there, he's under it, and makes the one-handed catch for the second out. Hey, for nearly a century, Ted Drews has been serving famous frozen custard. You can try the inspired flavor combination or create your own. Ted Drews, unmatched quality, unforgettable taste. Open daily at 6726 Chippewa. Nathan Church stands in. Nathan, as we mentioned, drove in a run, and he snapped an 0-for-30 slump. So he's 1 for 1. He's waiting on the first pitch from Soriano. It's a called strike. Nathan saw his average dipped to 229. But he's on the right track. There's a line drive into center field, his second hit of the night. And he's going to try for 2, and he is safe. A little bit of a delay by the second base umpire. That's Dan Bellino. And you know what? I don't have a problem with it. He wanted to make sure he got it right.
Well, part of it is he knew that he was safe at first, but he wasn't sure if he might have come off the bag. That was the question, and that's actually what the Angels are inquiring about now, and they want to take a look at it.
They may have something there. They might have something.
Los Angeles is challenging the safe call at second base. Previous plays under review.
As Nathan popped up, his hand came off the bag.
And his knee eventually got on it, but I think there might have been a space between the two.
It was old Pete Rosehead's first slide.
Sure was.
You know, his hand, well, that's... I can see this one going the other way.
too.
I appreciate the hustle.
Need a new angle here. We're going to get a new angle right here. I think he might be out. Well, I don't know if he's tagging him at that time.
I don't know. His glove was there, but I don't know if he made contact.
Well, I think he's going to be out. I hate to say that. Don't want to say that.
Well,
but I said
but you did. Let's see. Is it still under review? They don't show who the replay officials are on our score sheet. They do it in St. Louis, but not here.
Well, it'll be a base hit either way, but will it be a double or will it be a single and then thrown out at second? Hard to tell.
It really is. So the ruling on the field is safe. Do they have enough evidence to turn it over?
I think he comes off the bag, but the glove kind of moves away from the tag just for a moment. I think that's hard to really...
I'm not sure if there's enough evidence to flip that.
I'm agreeing with you now. The angle that we're now seeing, there's a separation on the tag between his body. I mean, he kept the tag on him, but for a moment it was off of him. And that same moment is the moment that his legs weren't on the bag. So I don't know if they're going to overturn this. They're taking a long time, which is generally an indication that they will not overturn it.
Well, it's a little late in New York, too. You had to wake somebody up to make sure they're
awake.
After review, the runner had obtained second base. However, with his momentum, he came off the base. The call is overturned. The runner is out. Los Angeles will retain.
So Nathan Church thrown out at second base to end the inning. Let's go to the bottom of the fourth. Cardinals on top, 2-1.
This is former Cardinals shortstop and postseason MVP David Eckstein. Keith Wilkin with Country Financial in Breeze is proud to support the St. Louis Cardinals and the local community. Whether you're shopping for home, car, or more, Country takes the time to understand your specific insurance needs. They explain what options work best for you.
Tip of the cap, and now here we go. He gets Larry Walker, and here he is. He's going to face him right-handed. Why not? He looks like a catcher hitting. And now he's back to the left side, and a two-out walk. So Walker reaches base after that first pitch. It was like the flyby here right after the anthem.
He's aboard ahead of Corbin Carroll. Corbin last year, the first 30-30 season in D-backs history.
Corbin Carroll lines it to right. And it's off the wall. Marte coming around. Corbin Carroll, he's going the distance. He's going for speed.
94 down and in right in his wheelhouse. Thought that ball had a chance to get out of here off the bat, but it hits at the base of the fence out there. And then one of our favorite things to watch, Corbin Carroll legging out a triple.
In the air to right. Carpenter back to the track. He's back to the wall. And it's gone.
Halfway home to the cycle for Corbin Carroll. It's his first of the year, and it's 5-0 Diamondbacks to the bottom of the second.
Breaking ball down and in slider, battling, trying to locate that pitch. And that's not where you want to throw it to a lefty, especially when that lefty's named Corbin Carroll. Two big blasts.
Left-handed punch on this ball club. They have two in the lineup, and they have one on the bench, and they also have a switch hitter. First pitch is low for a ball.
Really pretty fortunate, and of course not fortunate that JoJo Romero got appendicitis, not for him or for the Cardinals, but the fact that the Cardinals' first two teams they played do not have a lot of left-handed batters.
Another pitch inside, almost hit him. He was able to skip out of the way. 2-1's our score. Cardinals scored their 2 runs. In the second inning, the Angels came back to score 1 in the third. Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Kyle Leahy, who is very calm and collected, a very even-keeled individual. You can strike up a conversation with him.
Of course, yeah, friendly.
But he's no chatty Cathy either. There's a good pitch again, another breaking ball for a call strike, a curveball that dropped in. He's no Ricky Horton, I can tell you that.
Not as scabby as me, no. I think between he and I were add them up, divide by 2, we're normal.
Okay. I'll buy in on that one.
Math for you?
Well, you know, you being the math champ, I never dispute what you say when it comes to the numbers. There's a pitch that's low for a ball.
One thing you don't want to do is play him one-on-one because he was an all-state.
He's a very good basketball player.
Father was his coach.
Another one on the way, and there's a line drive into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. So a leadoff single for the Angels here in the bottom of the fourth, and that'll bring up Jorge Soler. Soler struck out his first time up. He's been known to do that. He has 104 strikeouts so far this season. From the first pitch of the season to the last pitch in October, Bet365 is now the official mobile sports betting partner of the St. Louis Cardinals. Soler takes up a lot of the batter's box. He waits on the first pitch from Leahy. It's on the way, and it's a called strike.
For the most part, Leahy's staying out of the middle of the plate. He did hang the curveball to Adele, who, by the way, hit 37 homers last year, had a breakout year.
No slouch.
No.
Next pitch from Leahy, outside for a ball. Leahy now at 63 pitches so far as we're in the fourth inning. Good pace, good tempo by the Cardinal pitcher. Same can be said for Soriano. Another one on the way. And Soler lines one in the left field. Nootbaar stutters just a bit, but he's there to make the catch.
He got away.
That ball almost ate him alive.
Got away with one there. That was not a good pitch either. That was a hanger. And the breaking ball hanging is, I think that's next level for Kyle Leahy to not make mistakes with his off-speed pitches. And again, it's not a matter of not trying to bury that slider, but it's the get me over breaking ball that tends to roll a little.
When you see a guy like that, is it finger pressure? Is it the fact he's holding on to it a little too tight? Or what do you see in that particular situation for him?
I think sometimes it's a matter of not letting it go because you don't want to miss with the pitch. You want to throw a strike with it. If you're thinking throw a strike with a breaking ball, you tend to
maybe he doesn't have the conviction.
Yeah, the conviction of it. That's right. You got to trust that you're going to get swing and miss with the good one.
Swing and miss by Vaughn Grissom. He's now in the hole, 0-2. Runner at first, one out. Here in the fourth inning, Cardinals on top 4-1. Vaughn Grissom at the plate. Grissom on the season hitting .255, but he's swinging a hot bat in the last 10 games. He's hitting .333. He waits on the next pitch. It's on the way, and it's high for a ball.
Grissom at one point was the darling of the Atlanta Brave organization.
Oh, yeah.
Hit .290 his first year in 2021 at a very young age.
They thought about building him a statue next to Aaron at one point. He was so good to them.
And then he went to Boston, and he was not the same player there.
Right-handed hitter waits on the pitch. Ground ball to Blaze Jordan. Over to second for one. Can they turn two? Yes, they do. Nice play by JJ on the pivot. The Cardinals go 5-4-3 on the double play to retire the side. We go to the fifth inning. And guess what? Ricky Horton has it for you, and he has a 2-1 lead, Cardinals.
Even if you're top dog, sometimes this game can be rough.
Now, look at you there. Whoa!
That's like a stage dive at a concert. Well, this is E3 all the way, but you wonder if the bat head really distracted him.
Now, that's what you call really struggling.
Got a Simeon, and Simeon can't make the catch.
Quit stepping on me.
I'm just trying to do my job.
No,
hey!
No,
what are we doing?
Pure pandemonium.
But other times, baseball can throw you a bone.
Bouncing ball up the middle, diving stop, Messi, a flip, in and out! Walker to the track, to the wall, he got it!
Mangum hauls it in! Simply says that.
Long run, Meckler, he
Dives, he caught it! Merrill sprinting back, jumps and makes a catch.
Dell flies it to right, Thomas moving back, still going, leaping,
scoring! Oh, he caught it! Oh my goodness, he caught it!
How about that?
The beauty of this jersey is the feel, the texture, the thin, the stitching is heavy, so you kind of feel that jersey that was very heavy. Check it out, the last name and the number, they have a little glitter on them, so they kind of stack up. It just feels right. I had some really cool cleats to go with it. The way it gets dirty when you slide, it just kind of like rubs off on that glitter. It's really, really cool.
Have done a decent job so far. The Cardinals have managed 4 hits. The Angels 1, and it was a home run by Joe Adell that scored the Angels run. The Cardinals with 2 RBIs in the second inning. Nathan Church had a base hit, drove in a run. Then Blaze Jordan hit a hard ground ball to third, and he was able to get a runner in from third base with that, as they could not turn a double play. And Jordan leads off the top of the 5th inning and takes strike 1 from Soriano, who's been kind of back to where he was at the beginning of the year, much stronger so far, at least in this game, and he misses high on that pitch. 1-1 to the Cardinal third baseman, Jordan, who has really done a good job of hitting in interleague play. Grounded out his first time, but 346 in 6 interleague games for him. And he grounds that one up the middle. And a nice play by Neto behind the shortstop or the second base bag, and he throws out Jordan. So he is grounded out twice, and another ground ball out for Soriano. On Tuesday, July 28th, it's Mental Health Awareness Night presented by NAMI St. Louis. Fans with a special theme ticket will take home a Cardinals Mental Health Awareness t-shirt. All the details at cardinals.com/theme. That, of course, a very important work and a very important topic and subject in our country today. There's a swing and a high fly ball to center field, and that's pretty deep, but it looks like it's going to stay in the ballpark just in front of the warning track in center. Adele runs it down, and that is out number 2. That was Jimmy Crooks flying out to center. 2 quick outs for the Cardinals here in the 5th.
Well, you really have to put a good swing on a pitch here. I didn't know this park is this deep.
It is. Just the way it should be, if you ask me.
Well, I tell you, you are
everybody's got an
ultimate
opinion.
union guy when it comes to dimensions.
I like it. Well, ballparks used to be bigger back in the day. I mean, way back in the day.
Yeah, you're right.
And since then, players have gotten stronger. And bats have gotten harder. And balls have gotten harder. And fences have come in. Wait, what?
Something wrong with that picture.
That doesn't all go together. One ball on J.J. Weatherholt against a high strike.
You were an accomplished pitcher in the big leagues. Now, from a hitting standpoint, they didn't hide your bats or anything. I mean, could you put it in play?
To bunt, yes.
Okay.
There's a pitch outside. I didn't strike out a lot, but I didn't. So the way it was described to me is
you weren't an Ohtani. You weren't the first version of Ohtani.
John Tudor said, you said the other day, Mike Shannon could tell when a guy's swinging the bat who's batting by the sound that it makes.
Yes.
I was told that when I hit a ball, it sounded like the ball hit
a pillow,
a wet newspaper. John Tudor told me that.
I don't recall Tudor being
No, he wasn't bad. He was better than me. Not saying much. Swing and a miss by Weatherholt. 3-2. I think I hit 109, but who's counting as a big league player? 109. I think.
I'm sure somebody's looking that up right now.
11 or 12 hits, but I did get a hit off of a Angels retired number Hall of Famer.
Well, that's saying something.
Just saying.
Because you're the only guy in this booth that can actually say that.
Swing and a miss by Weatherholt. He chased a high one, and Soriano's starting to settle down here as he gets the Cardinals 1-2-3 in the top of the 5th inning. We're halfway through this game. Cardinals leading the Angels here in Anaheim by a score of 2-1.
Steve.
Baseball's brightest stars take the field for the Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Baseball brings us together.
Last time you guys went head-to-head, it was a little more stressful. This is a little more chill of a day.
This is much better. I can give Schneid's a big old hug.
All is right. Mike Trout is playing in the All-Star Game. And the Yankees have all 3 runs batted in.
Front door sinker's probably a bad idea, huh? Let's do it.
Juan's got a look on his face like, man, that's nasty.
How about a 3-strikeout first inning?
Technology break.
In every voice rising from the crowd, there's hope.
Oh, what a play, Ernie Clement. Wow.
In every at-bat, the opportunity to take your swing and to write your place in history.
Wow, that ball is absolutely destroyed by Miguel Vargas. The American League has pitched the first shutout in the All-Star Game in 13 years.
Cody, congratulations on the 2026 All-Star Game MVP.
Down the third base line. Spread goes home and he hits Ronnie Smith. Now also heading home is Voigt. He's in. The ball will go over to the seats. Heading home is McLemore. And he is safe. And the ball is dropped. And the fans are furious. The Toronto Blue Jays, the world champions, have done their 1962 Mets imitation. Liberty.
Left-handed batting Josh Lowe is the Angels' second baseman. He's going to lead off the bottom of the fifth inning. The Angels trailing the Cardinals by a run. And Kyle Leahy will face Lowe, Adele, who homered off of him just a couple innings ago, and Denzer Guzman. And he pumps in a breaking ball for a strike. The sweeper hits the outside corner, and he's ahead of Lowe, who grounded out to J.J. Weatherhold his first time. Leahy working quickly, and the next pitch is fouled off to the left out of play. He's got him 0-2. Lowe hitting just .203. He's a good player, always been a good player, but he's having an off year average-wise, but does have 8 homers. Again, a very fair ballpark as far as pitchers are concerned here. Swinging a foul off the end of the bat.
I think the pitchers have a leg up or arm up here in this ballpark.
Fair as it comes to pitchers' point of view.
Oh, okay.
Not fair as for the rest of the.
All right, for the rest of the world, you're on your own.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
Tough luck. Okay,
I guess fans like homers too, so probably basically only fair to pitchers. Fastball's high.
And with that said, it's amazing that this organization hasn't been able to develop and maintain a better pitching staff over the years.
I agree. They've had some ups and downs with that for sure. The 1-2 delivery, here it comes. That's taken high. 2-2. But we're glad they had Chuck Finley play with us for a bit. That was nice.
He was a good addition.
Jared Weaver, another guy that they had and we had. That was good. Ground ball foul off the bat.
He had something to do with that World Series.
Yes, he did.
Well, again, we talked about it earlier. You look down the list of players that have played in this organization.
Yeah. Well, just thinking about that 0-2 team, the World Series championship team, we mentioned Eckstein. The 2-2 pitch is a called strike 3. Froze him on the inside corner, and Lowe doesn't like the call, but he walks back to the Angels dugout. But it wasn't only David Eckstein. Scott Spezio was on that team. Benji Molina was on that team. Of course, longtime Angel Jim Edmonds was in that highlight film that we watched earlier.
Vladimir Guerrero played here.
Yeah.
I mean,
but the Cardinal, just the Cardinal connection.
The Cardinal presence is certainly felt.
Adele bats again and takes outside ball 1. So a dangerous at-bat here. Broken 0 for 24 with a homer.
To the point where you look at the uniform, the Cardinal red is just a little bit brighter compared to the Angels.
I would say that's right.
I mean, I don't have the color
you
paint
don't have
code,
your
but
palette, the
yeah,
wheel?
I
didn't bring that?
And I left my beret in the other bag.
The 2-0 pitch is outside, a little more burgundy almost, or a little bit more muted red is the Angels color.
They had that very distinct logo with the A with the halo at the top. Can't miss it from the highway.
Careful here, 2-1, hard hit ground ball right at Mason Wynn. Thankfully, Wynn throws it across the diamond and gets Adele. And that's 2 outs for the Angels in the 5th. Take a worldly trip through time at the St. Louis Art Museum in Forest Park. They have more than 34,000 objects spanning 5,000 years of history and cultures. Learn more at ExploreSt.Louis.com. And maybe if you go there, you'll learn that the Simmons were very involved in the St. Louis Art Museum, on the board for a long time. I think they may still be, Ted and Mary Ann. And they have been on parts of this trip. That ball is taken low. I absolutely love the St. Louis Art Museum.
One of my favorite spots. There's certain things you try and just circle on your calendar that you try and do at least once a year.
Yes, agreed. The 1-0 pitch is grounded towards third, backhanded by Jordan. Good play and strong throw, and they get Denzer Guzman, and that's 5 straight retired by Kyle Leahy. We're off to the 6th inning now. The Cardinals leading.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams, and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
23-year-old flamethrower Chase Burns, the second overall pick in 2024.
The pitch blew by you. Strike three, right over the outside corner, 2 down.
That might be the first time we've seen triple digits from Chase Burns today. Ran that one up there at 100. That's a good time to reach back for a little extra right there to put a guy away. Burns brings it. Swing and a miss. There it was. 99 right on by him. Triolo down on strikes. And the inning comes to a close on Burns' 5th strikeout of the game.
Make it 2. It's a half dozen Ks for Chase Burns.
Breaking ball in the dirt. Davis looked like he had no chance.
That one had a bit of bite to it. Kind of spun that one in the zone to Horowitz for the first batter of this inning hit.
Second, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with a slider. 7 strikeouts for Chase Burns through 5 innings of shutout baseball against the Pirates. It's the Reds 2, Pirates nothing.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Operated.
We go to the top of the 6th inning, the Cardinals and the Angels. The pitching's been very good here tonight so far. It's the first of 3 between the Cardinals and the Angels. The Redbirds dropped 2 out of 3 in Arizona and have lost 8 of their last 12. They're hoping to turn this road trip around and get back on track. The crowded wild card race, I looked at it this morning. There's 3 teams tied right now for the final wild card. Despite the loss yesterday, the Cardinals are one of them. Miami, now Pittsburgh is in the picture, and the Diamondbacks are in the picture, just a half game out going into play today. And it is Herrera leading things off, and there's a strike, and he's not so sure about that. He went to his helmet,
thought about it,
but he just did it once. Yeah. He didn't really tap it. He just kind of fixed his helmet. He's getting in the habit of doing that. The 1-strike pitch to Herrera is fouled off. Speaking of the Diamondbacks,
Nolan Arenado got his 2,000th hit tonight. And congratulations to Nolan. We enjoyed watching him play in a Cardinal uniform. Don't like it so much in that Diamondback uniform because he's wearing out Cardinal pitching.
Breaking pitch outside. Oh, and they say he went. So Herrera strikes out for the 3rd time today. He has not liked the knuckle curve of Soriano. Let's pause right here for station ID on the Cardinals Radio Network. Alec Burleson takes a pitch outside, and Burley is grounded out twice today. Silver Slugger Award winner a season ago. A 4-game hitting streak on the line, hitting .280 coming into play. And the pitch to Burley is outside. And his RBIs now have just climbed all the way to 69. He's 4th in the National League in RBIs. Jordan Walker, of course, is first. 2-0 delivery to the Cardinal first baseman is fouled back, and he waited just perfectly on that. Timed it up, but got underneath it.
He got underneath it just a bit, and it took all his might to stay in the batter's box because he was on that pitch.
That's one of those where you have to retie your shoes.
Yes, exactly. Adjust your belt. Make sure all the buttons are still on your shirt.
Next delivery's outside, 3-1. Often when a batter swings that hard, the pitcher throws the ball on the next pitch. Watch for that. It actually happens. It's like, wow, that guy was on that.
Yeah,
scared me a little.
Sure this doesn't happen again.
The 3-1 pitch to Burley, and that one's hit high and deep to left center field, and backing up towards the track, looking up and catching it against the wall is Adele. He reached the glove up to the top of the wall. I'm not sure if that would have been a home run or not, but it is an out F8 to center field.
Mike Trout was pinned against the wall. He took a home run away from Burley that time, and his glove was over the wall when he made the catch.
So that is out number 2.
I like the at-bat, though. Again, going opposite field or going up the middle.
There's a strike delivered to Jordan Walker.
Soriano's in a real groove here now.
Fastball misses outside.
And he's gone over the 100 pitch mark before, so he has some gas in the tank having thrown.
And a swing and a miss by Jordan. Walker doubled, scored in the third inning, grounded out in the second, grounded out in the third, and hits that ball straight back. And that's going to be a strike and a 1-2 count on Jordan Walker.
That's a good pitch that Walker fouled off. Just trying to stay alive there.
I got a early breakout of the Angels' defensive alignment, and is vastly different. There's a line drive to center field, and that is Trout again making the play. And a 1-2-3 inning. I'll reset the defense when we come back, but a 1-2-3 inning sends us to the bottom of the sixth inning. It's 2-1 St. Louis.
Recently, our company softball team lost a big game.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, is the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Himself, and he gets Benj on a nice play by Bryson Stott over there at second, diving to his left. One pitch and another one pitch out.
Dead center field into the batter's eye for Francisco Alvarez. A solo home run gives the Mets a 1-0 lead.
1-2, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Ball in the dirt for Devin Williams. His 14th save this season and the 100th save of his major league career.
Beatty has left the yard. 5th home run of the year comes off Nola here in the 7th. It's 2-0 Mets. His second blast of the night, and back-to-back homers make it 3-0 New York.
Strike 3 called. Phillies lose the challenge. Christian Scott has struck out 7 Phillies through 5 scoreless innings, and he and the Mets take a 1-0 lead into the 6th.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
Maryville University, 3 times named an Apple Distinguished School, is revolutionizing what it means to learn with and from technology. Learn more at maryville.edu. Well, we are at the bottom of the 6th inning, and it is Logan O'Hoppe who popped out his first time, leading things off. And he takes strike 1 from Kyle Leahy, who's pitched very, very well so far, getting ready for that 3rd time through the lineup coming up. Pitch number 83 coming up from Kyle. We'll see how long he goes in this game. Swing and a miss. And so I kind of got the defense straight. I didn't know who was on first and what was on second, and I don't know who was on third. And I think tomorrow was pitching and today was catching, as I recall. But I've got it straight now, so I'll let you know the defense for the Angels as Leahy goes into the windup. The pitch, a good slider. Did he go? No, on the appeal. So it is Lowe, the left fielder. Trout's in center, and Adele is in right. And it's Guzman and Neto on the left side of the infield. Grissom and Shonowell on the right side. And this man is doing the catching, and he takes a really close pitch just off the plate. How did he take that? How in the world did he take that? But he got away with it.
He did.
And it's a 2-2 count. Crowd trying to back the Angels here. The 2-2 pitch is grounded foul past their third base coach. Now, I got that one right. It's Keith Johnson. Adam Eaton.
Adam Eaton is at first base.
Yeah.
Then he probably, the Suzuki, they were together in Washington.
They had to be on that.
Ryan Stanek is now up throwing for the Cardinals.
Yeah, they were on that World Championship team. 2-2 the count. Next pitch is grounded towards third. Jordan has it, takes his time, and his throw is on the money to get Ohapi. And I will say this about Blaze Jordan. He gets it done.
The second version of Blaze Jordan is a little bit more settled. Obviously, we talk about the ground ball rate, but defensively, he's made a pretty good accounting of himself.
There's a lot of work involved in making that kind of stride quickly for a guy that hasn't played third base.
Well, I can start with Stubby Clapp.
Yep. Good place to start. Zach Neto could tie it. Oh, and he's trying to. And he about fell down on that swing.
That's how you end up on the injured list. You had to call time.
Corbin Carroll had a swing exactly like that. And oddly, he went out to play right. I thought he was going to be out of the game. He went to play right field.
But eventually had to come out of the game.
He got pinch hit for it. That's right. 1 strike count to Neto. Next delivery is up and in. He almost walked into that. Almost got hit by it. And he is right up on the plate, too. He's not afraid.
Yeah, he's hard to miss.
He's standing in there all right. He has 46 RBIs, as we mentioned. Singled his last time out, struck out his first time. He's also up at the front of the box, too.
Time is called. Neto called. Time is... Leahy works at a good pace.
So not only up on the plate, but he's in front of the plate with that left foot. Just daring you to throw that fastball in. The 1-1 pitch is a fastball in, and he popped it up. He accepted the dare, and it is Burleson in foul territory making the play down the right field line for out number 2. And Leahy, good start, third time through the lineup. Shop the Les Miller sale now through July 21st at all 4 Miller Furniture locations. Customers can take up to 20% off all in-stock furniture. Visit millerfurniture.com to learn more. So it is the center fielder, Mike Trout, who has grounded out and struck out. And we know what he can do, power-wise. Struck out on a changeup his last time. First pitch to him is fouled at the plate. That hit off his bat. He was trying to take it, but it hit off, I believe, the knob of the bat. So Stanek is ready, and the pitch count is about where Leahy can go. Trying to get through 6 innings. The 1 strike pitch is fouled back, and he is very lucky that that was fouled back.
He was on that pitch straight back. Now that Trout's had a chance to get a look at him. It'll be interesting to see how the sequence changes for Leahy, because he knows it. Trout knows it.
0-2 the count. The next pitch is high for a ball. He wasn't going to miss in the middle of the plate there. Be also interesting to see how Ollie Marmol manages the bullpen here, as we're getting late in this game, and it's a close one again. Another close game for the Cardinals. Next pitch to Trout is outside 2-2.
This is a big pitch. This is a big out right here.
It sure is.
You finish him and get him out of the game at this point. You turn it over to your pen. Stanek, Soriano, you have some options out there this evening.
The 2-2 pitch is a breaking pitch. It's grounded towards third. Blaze Jordan has it. His throw is low, handled by Burleson. And Kyle Leahy, 6 outstanding innings. Only a solo home run by Joe Adell. And we go to the 7th inning. Mike will have the play.
Sometimes artifacts in the collection of the Hall of Fame can tell multiple stories. This is the earliest known Yankees baseball cap in existence. It tells a story of a very early baseball cap and of a guy who just had a cup of coffee in the big leagues. But there's actually a hidden story inside this cap. There's another name written in the cap. So who's Dolan?
Rays now chasing a 2-1 deficit as Johnny DeLuca comes up.
Hey, there's a shot. Well tagged off the bat of DeLuca. That baby is gone.
And the Rays tie this on one swing of the bat from Johnny DeLuca. A rocket shot. Sounded good, looked even better.
That cleared the bullpens and went up into the second deck.
438 feet, longest shot for DeLuca in his career.
Not a smidge of doubt. That ball was absolutely mashed.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
To the seventh inning we go, and we have ourselves a good old-fashioned pitching duel between Kyle Leahy and Jose Soriano. Lars Nootbaar stands in. Soriano at 80 pitches. He's been good. He had the one rough spell where he gave up 2 runs in the second inning, but he's been lights out after that. First pitch to Nootbaar is high for a ball. Mason Wynn is on deck. He'll be followed by Nathan Church. As Soriano comes to the plate. Pitch is low for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes to Lars Nootbaar. Newt on the evening has singled and also grounded out to short. As a matter of fact, Nootbaar scored the last run the Cardinals have been able to put on the board so far. Another pitch, another good one, catches a corner for a strike.
At some point, the Cardinals are going to need to add on here.
I would agree. I would wholeheartedly agree. As Soriano comes to the plate again, there's a tapper foul down the first base line, fielded by Ivan Herrera near the Cardinal dugout. Well, he tried to field it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and Lars Nootbaar leading things off here in the 7th. As Soriano comes to the plate. Strike 3 call. Newt was frozen. I think Newt was looking for something else. He got the 4-seamer. I think he was looking for something off speed. He didn't do anything about it, and he is out on strikes. And for Soriano, that's his 7th strikeout of the night. The Cardinals jersey across the nation. On the Cardinals jersey across the nation, Stiefel is a leader in wealth management and investment banking, helping individuals and businesses build their future. Stiefel, where success meets success.
You were right on, Mike, about that 4-seamer. He does not throw that a lot. That's kind of his 3rd or 4th pitch, mostly sinkers. And I think Newt was surprised by that one. It just had the straight fastball, middle in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
And that's how you get through the order 3 times.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Mason Wynn sees the first pitch called strike. Another one sails wide, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Jose Soriano now at 87 pitches. Bullpen quiet for the Angels. Another one on the way. We mentioned he's gone over the 100-pitch mark a few times this season. Another pitch is wide, so it's 2 balls and a strike to Mason Wynn. Wynn is 0 for 2 on the evening. He waits for Soriano's next pitch, and it's on the way. Swing, he taps it and foul, and that one hit him off the shin, off the foot maybe. He kind of hops around. And Mason Wynn, boy, I tell you, he's not a big guy, but he's a tough cookie.
Yeah, he is. Fortunately, that hit that shin guard, but you
still feel it.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
So he's back in the box with a 2 ball, 2 strike count. Soriano about to throw his 90th pitch. And here it is. Fouled it straight back off the screen.
So the compression of that, you feel it. There's no question. It's a hard jolt, and you hit it off your shin like that, but it probably keeps guys from breaking that bone.
Yeah,
the way it used to happen more often.
Sammy Natera Jr. is warming up in the bullpen for the Angels now as Wynn pops one up on the infield. The second baseman is Grissom. He's under, and he's on the grass and makes the catch for the second out. 2 down. And that brings up Nathan Church. Nathan Church has 2 hits on the night. He broke an 0 for 30 slump. He tried to stretch a single into a double and was thrown out. And they had to go to the replay. And Ricky and I thought maybe he got in there, but folks in New York had a better angle. They said he was out.
You know why he's having a good day, don't you?
It's Monday. Popped up foul out of play.
He went to high school in Lake Forest, California, which is 20 miles from here, which is the
so
same.
Maybe there's a person or two that's here to see him.
Yeah, the same high school that Nolan Arenado went to, at Paul Skeens, at Matt Chapman, El Toro High School, so close by. And also, he went to UC Irvine, which is only 11 miles from here. So he went to college there, so he may have friends galore.
Everywhere. You know, and you think about Palante, McGreevy, saw Michael's dad here at the ballpark. There's a pitch that's outside for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. We have the tarps off out here in right field.
We do. That's a
pretty
group.
Nice crowd, and there are more people moving in that direction.
They are. They see that
Another
for the
pitch
fun.
to Church, and he lines one into the left center field, but the left fielder is there. He's going to make the catch for the final out. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. 7th inning stretch is presented by Spectrum. Built for big moments here for St. Louis. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Cardinals still on top.
Chris Sale's 10th start of the season was a beauty. He goes 7 innings, giving up just 1 run, and he is in line for his first win against the Marlins.
An outstanding outing tonight by Trey Savage. 6 innings, 2 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 8, kept the Yankees off the scoreboard.
11 strikeouts from Kyle Harrison.
Matching a career-long outing for Kyle Harrison and a dominant 2-hit shutout for the left-hander. Wow.
Outman over. Outman with the dive. Superman. Hit-saving play by James Outman.
Ryan drops his glove on the mound and gives James Outman a standing ovation.
First pitch of the game. The pitcher hits it out. A living, breathing statue. Shohei Ohtani.
You just don't dare take your eyes off of him.
It's a walking history book.
It's ridiculous what he does.
All right, I got a couple packs of 1986 Topps baseball cards. Let's open them up and see who's in here. I love the bubble gum. Oh, my. Tom Seaver, but with a White Sox uniform on. The franchise for the Mets. I played with him in 1983, my rookie season. I was just in awe with these guys when I saw them in spring training and got a chance to play with them. Baseball cards of memories.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Seventh inning stretch presented by Spectrum. It's internet, mobile, and streaming TV all from one place. Ricky Horton, we are seeing something unlike anything we've seen before. Now, we've talked about tarps off, but you can explain to everyone what's going on.
Well, they've gone from 50 people to 300 in about 3 or 4 minutes.
There's a line of
everybody in the upper deck is moving in that direction.
The ballpark's even starting to tilt in that direction.
There's some serious peer pressure going. They're inviting everybody to come up and enjoy the fun, and they're having a good time up there.
They are having a blast.
The batter is challenged with a called strike.
As Nolan Arenado challenges the pitch inside. As Ryan Stanek is now on the mound. What a great night of work. There's a ball. So
the call's overturned.
Call's overturned. Good night of work from Kyle Leahy this evening. 6 innings, 3 hits, gave up 1 run, no walks, 1 strikeout, and he gave up the home run to Adele, the only run the Angels had. Next pitch from Stanek, it's high for a ball. Folks, I'm serious. This is something we saw it at Busch Stadium.
Well, it started at Busch Stadium.
But this thing is something that I haven't seen before. There is a line of people on the concourse trying to get there. There's a called strike to Shonwell. He wants to challenge that one pitch again.
The batter is challenged with a called strike.
Let's see what happens. Yeah, Shonwell got it right again.
The ball's overturned.
So he now puts himself in a pretty good position against Ryan Stanek. 3 balls, no strikes. You don't want to walk the leadoff man here with a 1-run lead. Another one on the way from Stanek, and that's what he did. He walked him.
Boy, those leadoff walks have been killers for the Cardinals in the last 3 weeks or so.
Jorge Soler stands in. He struck out earlier and lined out to the left fielder, and he's a guy that with one swing of the bat could flip this thing around. They have completely filled up 3 sections in the right field corner. First pitch of Soler, he was thinking home run. He fouls it into the dugout of the Angels. Soler, you can get him on the double play, and you can also get him on the strikeout. He's grounded into 8. Slightly open stance. He covers a lot of the batter's box from the right side. Next pitch from Stanek, and he fouls that one off as the runner, Shonwell, was trying to steal a base.
I do not have an attendance guess yet, but I have a tarps off guess at about 400 as of now, but we're not done.
No. Stick around for another half inning. We might be up to 6. All right, a 2-strike count, 2. Soler, pitch on the way. Strike 3 call. And he's out. We owe you a station break, and let's give it to you now on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. Big strikeout for Ryan Stanek. Now runner at first with 1 out, and that brings up Vaughn Grissom. He swings at the first pitch and pops it up on the infield. Alec Burleson waves everyone off. He catches it on the infield dirt. 2 out. This game is brought to you by Budweiser, the official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. You can crack open the game with Budweiser and enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment.
Well, a good comeback for Stanek, but he's got to finish the deal after the leadoff walk.
We've seen that before. You're absolutely right. Samuel Otero Jr. still warming in the A's bullpen. As Josh Lowe stands in, swings and fouls one off. He's now finding himself with 1 strike count. And the line continues to grow. This is something. There's a pitch just misses on the outside corner, a little low.
I think people are outside buying tickets to come in just to join him for the last 3 innings.
They're chanting USA. Well,
they are.
I guess good place to say it. Another pitch to Lowe. It's outside for a ball, so it's 2 balls and a strike to Josh Lowe. On the night, Lowe is 0 for 2. Grounded out to second and also struck out. Called out on strikes. He calls time to get himself set as Ryan Stanek wants a new baseball. So I need one with a strike in it, or a ground out, or a pop-up. Stanek leans in, checks the runner at first. From the belt, picks and fires, and it's outside for a ball. So what are you now at? 5 sections? And still growing?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what they're serving here, but it took some time to take effect.
Oh, I do.
Another one from Stanek. There's a line drive in the left field. There's Nootbaar, and he makes the catch for the out. 3 up after the walk and 3 down. They strand a runner. We go to the 8th inning. Ricky Horton has it. Cardinals still on top. Nice work, Ryan Stanek. Redbirds lead this.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
I feel like food and sharing a meal with someone is a universal language. You can't go to a ballpark and not have a nice hot dog. So if I'm at the ballpark, I'm gonna get a nice heavy glizzy. You gotta have chili on there, you gotta have cheese. If your hot dog isn't bending in the middle because it's like about to fall apart, then you're not doing it right. So you gotta have a glizzy and then something cold, whatever it is, beer, lemonade, you gotta have something cold to wash that hot dog down with.
Top of the 8th inning, 2-1 Cardinals. The Angels go to the bullpen for the first time today. 7 solid innings for Jose Soriano, who went.
He gave him a chance.
Not only the 7 innings, but struck out 7 and gave up 2 runs on 4 hits. But he's on the downside right now of a 2-1 game, and it is Sammy Natera Jr. from Mexico, 26-year-old left-hander who has been dynamite for them. First pitch is inside. Ball 1 to Blaze Jordan. Natera has been in 15 games now, 2.76 ERA and a ton of punch-outs. The lefty delivers his next pitch, and that's outside for a ball. A little bit of a funky delivery from him, kind of a long armor. 16 innings, 24 strikeouts. He doesn't like that baseball, so we'll get a new one. They'll face Jordan, then Crooks, and then the top of the order in Weatherholt. So right, left, left for their left-hander. Delivers a next pitch, and it's fouled straight back, and it's going to end up in the middle deck. Well, there's nobody to catch it in the upper deck.
No, they're all out in right field.
They're enjoying the view from the right field foul
They're still going up there.
Yeah, I know. It's getting 1,000 maybe by the end of the day. There's a pitch inside. We've not seen this many.
No.
They're actually spreading out right now.
They must think there's a doubleheader that's going to take place.
Not sure what they're thinking, but they're having fun. The next pitch is hit high in the air to center field. Trout moves over towards right center, settles under it, and makes the catch for out number 1. Jordan is retired, and Natera gets his first man, and Jimmy Crooks will bat. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the St. Louis Cardinals, LLC, may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be
disseminated
without the express written consent of the St. Louis
Cardinals.
Brought to you by Brown and
Crouppen,
a great
law
firm. And they are getting loud out there in right field as Crooks swings through a pitch. Strike 1 on Jimmy.
Ryan, can we turn them up so they can hear out there? I mean, this is something.
It's a phenomenon, really. It started in St. Louis. And I know that's going to get lost somewhere along the line. That's why I keep saying it.
You know what? It's kind of like when the Wave started in Seattle. And they kind of got lost in the shuffle.
Here's a pitch for a strike. It's also like the parent that teaches his kids something, and then about 10 years later, the kid comes and says, Dad, I want to tell you about something. It's like, wait.
You had one of those too, huh?
Wait a minute. Well, he's a good one. He's a good young man, though. Fly down the left field line. In fact, at the ballpark tonight. Our son, Drew, and his girlfriend, Leah. And they're enjoying Cardinals baseball. They're representing out here in L.A. where they live.
I'm surprised they're not out there.
I would not bet against the fact. You don't see him in here, do you? There's the ball in the dirt. I think it's highly possible.
They may be in Horton somewhere.
Well, check Instagram later, and you'll find out. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Crooks. Cardinals need another run or 2. They lead just by 1. It's the 8th inning, a swing and a miss. Crooks strikes out. He's 0 for 3. And Natera gets his second straight. Now he'll have to contend with J.J. Weatherholt. Matera is 6'4", 240. Pretty big left-hander. Nice minor league career, ERA in the mid-threes, and he's found a home in the bullpen here at the big league level. And they like him. Next pitch is swung on and missed. It's nice to have a couple of left-handers in your pen. The Cardinals are a little hamstrung by that right now with JoJo out.
Well, with JoJo out, and the Cardinals are fortunate that the teams they face in Arizona and now the Angels don't have a lot of left-handed punch.
There's a strike. I'd kind of like to see him bring up Brandon Clark for 1 minute just to see him throw 103.
Just to verify.
Now, we're going to put you on the roster for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Just throw a couple
keep
pitches.
Keep the car, keep the Uber running.
Right.
You're not going to be here that long.
0-2 pitch is swung on and missed, and Weatherholt goes down swinging on 3 straight pitches. That sends us very quickly to the bottom of the 8th inning. Cardinals have 6 more outs to get in this game. A precarious moment for them as they lead this one 2-1.
Oh, this is the most famous jersey in baseball, right? The Yankee pinstripes, the interlocking NY, and the Midnight Navy. I was a Yankee fan growing up my whole life, diehard, and became a free agent after 7 years with the Rockies, and I wanted to be a Yankee so bad. Putting this jersey on for a headshot for the first time, it felt different than any other shirt I'd ever put on in my career.
Where are you from?
Chicago. 1 ball, 1 strike to Listad, and he lines one into left field. That's going to drop in front of Bo Jackson. Nielsen around third, coming to the plate. Good. And Bo throws him out.
What the? Oh, my. What the? Wow, that Bo Jackson, the bound and hit him with the arm. I'm impressed, and I'm not usually impressed that much.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
And a call, strike 3. Change up right down the chute.
Let's just bite on this ball. Whee! Right at the bottom of the zone.
Swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts for Sanchez.
Well, that changeup rears its ugly head again, this time to Haggerty, and see how far out in front he was of that one.
Swing and a miss. 7 strikeouts for Sanchez. He's mixed it in all his pitches, and he picked up another K.
George Soriano is the new pitcher for the Cardinals, bottom of the 8th inning. The Redbirds still owning that narrow 2-1 lead, and Soriano will face the bottom of the order, beginning with Joe Adell, who has supplied the offense so far for the Angels. And in a very strange development, the tarps off folks are being dispersed down the right field line as Soriano's ready. Crowd has gotten a little quiet all of a sudden. There's a strike as they've had several representatives here of the ballpark, and they've just said, no, you got to go back to your seats again, and they're not happy about it, but they're calmly just going back to their seats. So no more tarps off anymore. There's a pitch outside. I'm sure they have their reasons, but I've never seen that either. So I've never seen so many, and I've never seen them told to stop. But that's what happened. 1-1 pitch from Soriano is hit hard to left field, and that's going to drop in front of Newpar. A leadoff base hit for Joe Adell off of Soriano, and he represents the tying run at first base. Soriano's been so good for the Cardinals, but a rough start here in the 8th inning. On Sunday, August 9th, 10,000 kids ages 12 and younger will take home their very own Build-A-Bear Fredbird plush, presented by Build-A-Bear Workshop. Learn more at cardinals.com/promotions. So it's Denzer Guzman who takes a strike. Leadoff runner was on last inning when Ryan Stanek was in, and he was able to retire the next 3 guys. Adell 3 stolen bases, not moving, and a swing and a miss by Guzman. So he's quickly 0-2. Stanek was able to get a strikeout, a pop-up, and a fly-out pretty quickly to end that 7th inning, and we'll see what Soriano can do in the 8th inning. 2-1 Cardinals. The next delivery by George Soriano is a breaking pitch, and that's a called strike 3. Got the outside corner and strikes out Guzman. And now just a double play away from getting out of this inning. And it's Logan O'Hoppe scheduled to bat, and we'll see if he is going to bat. Late coming out of the dugout. He's doing the catching for them. And it will be a pinch hitter. It's going to be Wade Meckler. Meckler to bat for O'Hoppe. And they're going to talk about him. Everybody in the Cardinals infield is on the mound right now, and they're all having chats about Meckler. Wade Meckler bats from the left side. This is being thrown into the fire. Meckler, a rookie, was born in Anaheim, California, has spent 4 years in the minor leagues, and here he is playing at Angel Stadium and pinch hitting in the bottom of the 8th inning in a 2-1 game. Pitch to him is swung on and missed. He missed the changeup there. Meckler hitting .305 in his rookie season. He's right up on the plate. Next pitch from Soriano is taken outside. 128 at-bats for Meckler. 2 home runs, 17 RBIs. Also has 3 stolen bases. Cardinals need a double play. The 1-1 pitch is taken low, 2-1. Meckler played at Oregon State University. And he grew up, like Nathan Church, about 20 miles away from here. He's on the hot seat, so is Soriano. The 2-1 pitch is hit hard, but right to Burleson, who catches it on the fly and couldn't get back to the bag to double up Adele, who was really quick to respond to that. He got back to the base really quickly, and Burley wasn't sure. No one was sure whether he actually caught the baseball or not. Did he catch it on a hop or not? Hard to tell on that replay. Doesn't matter. Adele got back to the base anyway. So he's still at first base. We'll call that a line out to first because we didn't get a real ruling on that definitively, but we'll say that he caught it in the air. Regardless, Adele is back to the first base bag, and it is the top of the order, and Neto at the plate, who's dangerous. There's a strike to him. So the pinch hitter, Meckler, lines out. Looking at it on the replay, the ball did drop. I think they called it a line out, but the ball was short hopped into the glove of Burley. Neto takes low, 1-1. And the big guys will come up one more time for the Angels, hopefully in the 9th inning. The big guy, well, this is a big guy here in Neto, who packs a wallop, and then there's Trout and Shawnuel. The 1-1 pitch to Neto is grounded towards third, and it's backhanded in foul territory by Jordan, who throws it anyway. And I love that. I love the fact that he didn't play umpire there. The ball was just foul. He couldn't see the umpire make the call. He raised his hands right away and said that ball was foul, which it was. But Jordan was able to dive out and catch the ball on the dive, and he popped up and threw the ball to first anyway. That's a good lesson for young players. Don't stop to umpire. 1-2 on Neto, who does strike out a lot. The 1-2 pitch is popped up into right field. Moving over towards the line is Jordan Walker. He's got it, and we're going to the 9th. Pitching's been great today. Both teams We've played 8. St. Louis 2. Angels 1.
Yeah, I was worried about his left-handed wrist, but it appears Austin's okay.
Rowdy Tellez is a big man with a big personality. He's a playful guy. That's Rowdy saying, hey, man, I'm getting out of your way.
Nice catch, JD. JD. What a catch. He probably stuck with the pine top.
No kidding. Look at this guy.
I mean, it comes off the screen, and he just barehands it.
Do you guys make your own brisket here?
Yes, we do. We do. We are known by our brisket.
Barbecue brisket sandwich. Quality is better than other places, and it looks good. We're ready to eat.
We go to an average 500 briskets per game. We hear a lot from our fans. They want to try something with wrap, easy to eat. So we say, well, let's do like a brisket, wrap, and an egg roll.
That's beautiful. You get the gold medal for culinary brisketry here in Texas.
Yes.
To deep left center field. Back goes Kmitch to the warning track. Leaps and he has it. He falls over the fence. Kmitch fell over the fence as he made the catch. But since he left the ballpark, it's a home run. You've got to stay in the park. Let's give it the old college try.
What a great effort.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com/golf.
The Cardinals have Herrera, Burleson, and Jordan Walker to bat in the top of the 9th inning. They need some insurance. They lead by a run, and they're going to be facing a right-handed pitcher by the name of Jose Fermin. And no, it's not that one. We've got one still. Jose Fermin not in the lineup today. He's on the Cardinals bench. But the other Jose Fermin is a right-handed pitcher for the Angels. And again, he will face Herrera, leading things off here in the 9th inning. His first pitch is a little bit low, ball 1. Fermin from the Dominican Republic, like our Jose Fermin. Working from the stretch, delivers the next pitch, and it's fouled back. He's 24 years of age, 6'3", 242. So I would say a little bit bigger than the Jose Fermin that wears a Cardinal jersey. And we'll see if the Cardinals can get to him. Herrera struck out 3 times in this game. It's not been a good day for him, and he takes a pitch low. But all it takes is one good big swing in the 9th inning to turn your day around. Only 4 hits apiece in this game. As Fermin comes set, and the 2-1 pitch to Herrera is a swing and a miss. He was tardy on that. 96 on the sinker from Fermin. Riley O'Brien is in the Cardinals bullpen right now. Can he finish it off? The pitch to Herrera is a swing and a miss. And he just struck out for the 4th time in this game. That is very, very unusual for Ivan, who walks back dejectedly to the Cardinals dugout. The MLB Journey to 30 sweepstakes presented by T-Mobile is the ultimate bucket list. Enter now for your chance to win trips to all 30 ballparks. Visit MLB.com/journey to 30 sweeps. Fermin delivers outside to Burley, who has a very modest 4-game hitting streak on the line. He's 0 for 3 in this game. Jordan Walker to bat next. Next delivery to Burley's taken high, so he's in the driver's seat now. It's 2-0. Cardinals scored 2 runs in the second, and that's it. Next delivery to Burley is a called strike. The Angels have scored 1 run in the third, and that's it. Nothing but zeros since then. Kyle Leahy, 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 run allowed, no walks, 4 strikeouts. Swing and a miss by Burley, so back in the count is Fermin. It's 2-2. Ryan Stanek a scoreless inning. George Soriano a scoreless inning, even though both of them gave up a leadoff base runner. They followed up with a strikeout and a couple other outs. 2-2 pitch to Burley is high, 3-2. Fermin wears his uniform pants about the same as the middle infielders do. He's showing a lot of calf and kind of bloused just above the knee. 3-2 count and the pitch, and it's a swing and a miss. That was a nasty slider, 3-2, and he has struck out both batters he's faced. The Cardinals have struck out a ton today. That's 11 strikeouts for Angels pitching. And Jordan Walker, Cardinals' last hope to add to this 2-1 lead before we go to a bottom of the 9th inning. The outfield is deep for Walker. The pitch from Fermin is a called strike on the inner half. Again at 98 from this right-hander who's got the cannon. Their bullpen has not been the best. 4.56 ERA. They're 12th in the American League out of 15 teams. There's a strike on the outside corner, and Walker doesn't believe it.
The batter is challenging the call of strike.
He heard the call of strike, and he said, "What?" and went to his head and tapped it. We'll see if he's right or not, and he is.
The call is overturned. Sandler said it's 2 challenges remaining.
A successful challenge by Jordan Walker puts him back in this count. It's now 1-1 instead of 0-2. That could be big. The next delivery to Walker is low. Now he's ahead in the count. 2-1. The swing pitch went his way. The challenge went his way. Cardinals trying to win their 52nd game here tonight. The next pitch to Jordan is outside. 3-1. And maybe he'll get a cookie here. What a season he has had, Jordan Walker. How about another big moment? The 3-1 pitch to him is outside, ball 4. We'll take that. And I think Fermin was a little bit cautious there once it got to 3-1. And he ends up walking Walker, who does have the ability to steal second base. They have a new catcher in, by the way. It's Tyler Heineman, who played a bit for the Cardinals. We saw him in spring training. He wasn't in the big leagues with the Cardinals, but he went to AAA Memphis a few years ago. Actually, 5 years ago. It's been longer than that. So he's behind the plate. Will Walker go? They think he might. Fermin throws over, and back safely is the Cardinal right fielder Walker. The first of 3 in Anaheim. Beautiful Angels Stadium. There goes Walker. The pitch is low. The throw is wide, and Walker steals it easily. Not a strong throw by Heineman.
The batter is challenging the call of strike.
But a good steal by Walker, and there's a challenge going on, too. You can do both.
The call is confirmed. St. Louis has 1 challenge remaining.
Well, you can do both, but that doesn't mean you should. As that was indeed a strike, so the Cardinals lose their challenge there. Walker in scoring position. That pitch is low, blocked by Heineman, and I have a attendance guess. You may have heard me thinking about it there. It is 29,794. That's my guess. Here tonight at Angel Stadium. Newpar with a 1-1 count, runner at second base, and he takes low, 2-1. Now he's in the driver's seat. Riley O'Brien, the All-Star, is indeed warming in the Cardinals' pen. The pitch to Newpar, swung on and missed. Oh, he had a good cut, had a really good slider. Fermin has good stuff. The slider's been impossible to square up here. He's got swing and miss with it. Walker takes his lead Now takes an extra step, and that hit is hit down the left field line, carrying towards the corner, and it's run down and caught at the wall by the left fielder, Lowe. And he almost ran out of space there, but he caught it right against the wall in left field, 340 down the line. Newbar, a big at-bat there, and he almost came up big. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Riley O'Brien will come in.
Baker gathers it in, and the AL in a shutout. The American League has now claimed 11 of the last 13 All-Star games.
Vargas sends one deep to left, and a no doubt about it, Vargas second deck bomb.
His father was an absolute stud in Cuba, and now he just homered in the All-Star game.
Baez grounds one towards the middle. Backhand stab by Clement. Heaves a throw and gets him. Wow. Ernie Clement, who's known more for his bat, shows off the glove right here, John. What a play. And the American League has pitched the first shutout in the All-Star game in 13 years. Tough night for the National League hitters. That's the 15th strikeout. Two-run single, Cody Bellinger. And the American League gets to Sanchez here in the first. Cody Bellinger, the Ted Williams MVP. There you go, Cody. Congrats. Enjoy it.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Tickets. See bank for details. Member FDIC.
It is an exciting ballpark here in Anaheim as we go to the bottom of the ninth inning. The crowd really into this moment as Riley O'Brien, the All-Star, enters the game with a 2-1 lead. He's facing Mike Trout with the game on the line. Numbers for O'Brien have been terrific. 25 saves for him. His first pitch is a sweeper for a strike. 25 saves for O'Brien. He has been mostly perfect facing Trout, Shanoel, and Soler. The pitch is grounded foul by Trout, so he's down in the count 0-2. Cardinals have gotten great work from Leahy and Stanek and Soriano. Now it's O'Brien trying to finish it off. Cardinals would love to get on the board first here in Anaheim. Outfield is deep for Trout. 3 times, 40 or more home runs in a season. The pitch to Trout is a little bit outside. Waiting for that right hand to maybe go up by Shane Leibensbarger, the home plate umpire. But it just missed that outside corner. O'Brien has the sign and a 1-2 count. And here comes the pitch, a sweeper outside 2-2. And again, Trout will walk a ton. Veteran guy, 16 years in the big leagues. A fan favorite. The 2-2 pitch is a called strike 3. Got him with the sinker on the outside corner. That one came back, cut the corner, and Trout is 0 for 4, and the Angels are down to their last 2 outs. With Nolan Shanoel coming to the plate. Big pitch by O'Brien. Shanoel has been on base twice, a single and a walk. First pitch to him is inside for a ball.
The catcher is challenging the call of ball.
And that is Crooks making the challenge. I thought that was a strike myself. We'll find out. The answer is nope, it was inside.
The call is confirmed. St. Louis has no challenges remaining.
So the Cardinals have lost their challenges. Shonowell is grounded out, singled, and walked, facing O'Brien for the first time. The pitch to him is a called strike this time. It's the inside corner at 97. On deck, it's Soler. 0 for 3, but dangerous. Shonowell dangerous. The pitch to him is a sweeper, and that's a little bit low as Crooks tried to frame that and couldn't come up with it. And the swing pitch goes the Angels' way. Pressure on the defense, pressure on the pitcher, pressure on the catcher for sure. And a 2-1 pitch coming up. Here it is. It's grounded up the middle, and that's a base hit. Got it past Weatherholt into right center field. Shonowell thinking about going to second and wisely holds up. But the tying run on first base, the potential winning run at the plate. Let's pause for station ID on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar. And a pinch runner for Shonowell. I don't know how he hit that pitch. That was up in his eyes. He grounded it up the middle, and Osvaldo Peraza is going to pinch run for him. So Peraza, the runner at first base, with one out. Again, he represents the tying run, and it is Soler at the plate. First pitch is a little bit outside for a ball. Again, the umpire at the plate takes a long time to raise that right hand. You have to be patient with him. That pitch just missed the outside corner. Peraza takes a nice lead. O'Brien has a good move. Next pitch, sweeper is low. 2-0. You're wondering about Peraza. He has 12 stolen bases in 14 attempts. So that is a possibility. But a pickoff is as well. A 2-0 count on Soler. And the 2-0 pitch is pop foul off to the right and out of play. 2-1. Soler was going to let it rip. It was just a little late on that pitch. He has struck out twice and lined out to left field. Game on the line here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Feels like it's been that way for most of the 99 games the Cardinals have played this year. Another close one. O'Brien set the pitch. That's grounded foul off the front foot of Soler. Soler has struck out 105 times this year, twice in this game. Weatherholt and Wynn communicating about something around that second base bag. And here comes the 2-2. The pitch. Sweeper is low, 3-2. And Soler was able to lay off that pitch. What will he throw? 3-2. Ballpark getting loud. Peraza, the runner at first base. Riley O'Brien. A 3-2 count on Soler. Runner not going. The pitch is inside and it hit him. The sweeper hits Soler. And now two base runners for the Angels in the bottom of the ninth inning. And it's Vaughn Grissom who comes to the plate. That sweeper just didn't sweep, and it hit the back of the leg of Soler. And we're getting another pinch runner. And that's going to be Jose Siri. So Peraza and Siri are the runners. One out. Vaughn Grissom at the plate. Game on the line in the bottom of the ninth inning. 2-1 St. Louis. The pitch to Grissom is outside, ball one. And O'Brien overthrew that pitch. Continues to be pressure on the defense. O'Brien open for a ground ball. The pitch is hit in the air to right field. That backs up Walker. He is at the track. He jumps, and he can't catch it. It's off the wall, and he has to come and challenge it, and the throw to the plate is not in time, and the Angels have tied it. That ball was over the head of Walker. He couldn't get it, and the winning run is now at third base. We're tied at 2. That ball was hit sharply by Grissom to right field. And the Angels are wondering about challenging that. I think they think that may have gone over the wall. And we may have a review here. He's asking them to look at it. The ball hit high up against the wall. Walker was back. And where did it hit? Hard to tell. It hit off the right field wall somewhere. As we look at it again on the replay, it is not a home run. They're going to talk about it, but it's not a home run, as we see plainly on the replay. But I think the way Walker jumped for it, I can see how they thought maybe it was over his glove. But his glove was actually to the left of where the ball was, and it did not go over the wall. But when in doubt, have a review, and that's what they're going to do.
The ruling on the field is that the ball did not leave the playing field. We are checking for a potential home run. This will be a crew chief review. So the crew chief review is not going to work, but it's going to set up more of the drama of what's happening here in the bottom of the 9th inning. An opposite field double off the bat of Grissom. He hit it over the head of Jordan Walker, who couldn't quite get there. And it hit just below the yellow line in right field. After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. The ball was alive and in play. And that has been confirmed by our crew chief. That's Dan Bellino. But the damage has been partially done, and the opportunity is fully set for the Angels. The Cardinals were 2 outs away. The hit by pitch of Soler was a killer. That put 2 on with 1 out. Then Grissom hits a double off the wall in right field. And the Cardinals are going to walk Josh Lowe to load the bases for Joey Adell. Joe Adell will bat with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 9th inning. Jimmy Crooks will go out along with Dusty Blake to talk to Riley O'Brien about how they want to handle this at-bat. Adell, who came in 0 for 24, has homered, grounded out, and singled in this game. The Cardinals so close to finishing this off, and now the best they can hope for is extra innings. Cardinals outfielders are talking. Church just chatted with Nootbaar. Now he's running over to talk to Walker. They want to know how to defend and how deep to play with Adell. If they hit it over their head, game's over anyway. So they are going to play very shallow, where they could potentially throw out Siri, the runner at third base. Peraza has scored. Siri's at third. Here we go. O'Brien, first pitch to Adell is outside, ball 1. Tension on the Cardinals side right now. No place to put Adell. A 1-0 count, bases loaded, tie score, bottom of the 9th, the pitch, a sweeper, and a beauty. That's the pitch O'Brien wanted. The batter has challenged the call strike.
I don't think he'll win that, but that's the pitch that he wanted on Soler. And he does win it. It's low. Oh, my. That was well framed by the catcher, Crooks. It looked like a strike, but it wasn't. It was low. Now it's 2-0 with the bases loaded. The 2-0 pitch from O'Brien is high, 3-0. And one more wide one, and the Angels will walk it off. Everybody on their feet here at Angel Stadium. O'Brien, 3-0 count, the pitch, and he hit it. And a walk-off hit by pitch, and the Cardinals do not hang on in the bottom of the 9th inning. Kyle Leahy does not pick up the victory, and the Cardinals are now 1-3 on this road trip as Adell was hit by a pitch And that is the walk-off RBI here in the bottom of the ninth inning. A 3-2 Angels victory. I'll talk about it some more after this.